and white, stuff, and go around and look at all your competition, and you don't have competition, so all the booths are still trying to get, everybody that deal with your competition, they're trying to get dollars. There's X amount of dollars rolling through there, and everybody's trying to grab them, right? And you got black and white copy stuff, that's not how we wanna represent ourselves, guys. I mean, if you can't afford, the full color copies, then I don't think you should be doing those things. So dress sharper than the competition, have your stuff ready, you go around there, booths, it was all black and white or whatever. I mean, it was all colored, whatever. So my point is just kind of think about that as you do these kind of things. Think about how your booth looks. It doesn't take a lot of energy, but it does take a little bit of thought, right? And that way we go to first class and show differently than the others, because it will make a difference how you look and your stuff. And of course, one thing I will say too is anybody that sits behind the booth, because I saw this a little bit today, I'm not gonna get into it, but I'm just saying to you, is when you have people working behind the booth, make sure they know their stuff. Make sure they are, are versed. Make sure they can say everything you heard me say from that stage up there, okay? And if you can't say that, then you should be taking notes today versus just sitting there like this. You should be taking notes and getting it so that you can now, when you get behind those tables at those booths, you know how to sell and you know the answers to the questions and you can make a profit, right? Okay, so that's just some info, but I thought overall, I mean, obviously, you saw what happened, a lot of energy, and some great sales and some very good interest in the business. So good job with that. And so anyway, we're gonna jump in. That's just my thoughts on today. But a couple of quick things. Everybody's got the what to do first sheet. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna cover this, and we have this training recorded. So I'm gonna hit the highlights of this because I want to hit a few other things for you. And really help you guys take your game to the next level. So we're gonna cover some of this. This is always nice to cover in person. I'm gonna show you some things on the back office. But again, this training I'm doing is recorded for you. Matter of fact, take your notes down, write sealytraining.com, and what actually, what you really have to write it down is on the top of that sheet. So it's on the top of the sheet here already. So if you wanna go to that link, you can hear this training. I'm gonna cover some things that's not on there, but there's some things I'm gonna leave out too, so we don't have to take as much time today, okay? I'm gonna take this jacket off, it's getting a little warm. Or is that just me? To lead the Serenity? The Serenity, I hear these ladies are telling me that Serenity is kick butt for hot flashes and all that, so, anyway, so maybe I need that. So, I don't know, Dr.
Change your life.
That's right, so, all right, so we're gonna do this sheet. We've got a bunch of other things I'd like to get with you as well, and show you some other parts that I think can really help you with your business. I really encourage you to take notes, guys. I mean, you get around me, much of network marketing and success in network marketing is about a shift of a mindset, and shifting a mindset and thinking differently. How many people read the book Think and Grow Rich? One of the greatest books ever written. And if you read that book, or if you read it recently, or when the last time you read it, he talks about the secret of success. You may find it on the cover, you may find it in halfway through, or chapter 8, or whatever it is. You may discover the secret. And everybody says, well, what's the secret of success? What's he talking about? And a lot of people say, well, it's a singleness of purpose. No, he says on the very first cover, the secret of success. And that's think. Think and grow rich. See, most people don't think. They don't think, well, I should have color, or should I have black and white? They don't think, should I put a tie on, or should I just look like everybody else, or should I wear a hoodie, right? They don't think about, should I take notes, so I'll know how to work the booth and be able to have the information, right? Okay, and so think and grow rich, okay? So what I want to share with you at different points today is how to, because much of network marketing, much of success is a thinking shift, a shift in thinking, flipping what I call flipping the script of what you've been doing and start thinking, which then can help you go into acting even different, thinking and acting differently, okay? And so as we're going through here today, take some notes, guys, okay? Even out there a while ago, I'm doing this presentation up there. You got a guy that's making $30 million. You got the founder of the company, the guy that invented all this and put all this together, and we're just sitting here like this, not taking any notes in that crowd. I'm like, if we put you behind that booth and you got some of the questions asked of you, you couldn't regurgitate them because you're not taking. If you can't do that presentation, then you should be taking notes every time the presentation's being done until you can, right? Until you can get that stuff, okay? Because another thing, why would you want to be taking notes a while ago? It's psychological. All of a sudden, that whole crowd out there sees, and this is what help us help you. I'm coming up here to help you make money, help you build your team, help you get rich. Help me help you. Instead of sitting down like in a note, in a deal like this a while ago. No, take some freaking notes. Let that whole crowd in there see all this group that you're taking notes, and all of a sudden, wow, this thing's important. That guy says something important. And guess what they do? They're like, oh, let me sit down. And same thing we do business briefings. All of a sudden you're taking, the distributor's taking notes like they had never heard this before. Guess what? Guess what they do? Hey, you got a pen? And all of a sudden they take notes. And when they're taking notes, folks, they're retaining more. Proven fact, when you're taking notes, you're retaining. So again, thinking differently. Think about, should I be taking notes? Should I just, and what's gonna change? I mean, some of you have been in network marketing, all these different companies, and you're wondering, it's the same thing every time. I go to X amount of rank, X amount of income, and I kind of stop. Well, what's gonna make this time any different, right? I'm gonna teach you some things differently if you're willing to take those things and do them, right? Last time you didn't take notes either. How's that working for you? You've been in 10 companies. How's that working for you, right? Maybe we make this, flip the script and do something different this time, right? And learn it and grow better. And again, just a mindset different, okay? And so take some notes here today, write the stuff down. If you got questions, just write those down, hold them to the end. If you think you need to talk to your spouse or your neighbor, that's fine. Don't do it here. Write that note down too and talk to them later, right? And so we can keep moving here, okay? So there's one thing you'll find about me, people, I'm an avid note taker. And note takers are money makers. That's a great one to write down. Note takers are money makers. The guys that I've trained make $100,000, $200,000 a month, $80,000 a month. I can just tell you, I don't speak anywhere, anytime if they're not taking notes. They've heard the stuff. They can do the presentation as good as I can, but they're smart enough to play the game and understand, who's watching me. My downline's watching me. If I'm acting like this, I got it all, I got an ego, this is not important to me, then all my downline thinks it's not important, they don't take notes. And I've created a downline of illegitimate kids, right? They can't write, they can't read, they can't do it, they don't know anything, right? But you're wondering why your downline's not duplicating. What are you showing them to duplicate, right? Okay, so spend a little time on that. I can just tell you guys, as we start building here, this is one little small thing that makes a huge difference, okay? And so let's jump on in here as we go. And these forms, guys, let me just say this to you. Get in the business. Be the business, okay? Here's another thing I want to talk to you about, okay? Because I watch it happen everywhere we go, okay? And so if I said today I'm going to give $100 for everybody who has a bottle of Swish right now with them, some of you would, some of you wouldn't, right? What is it? What about the ones who don't have it? You got the ITC disease? I'm too cool.
Right here.
I'm too cool to carry my Swish. How many people have applications with you right now? If I said I'm gonna give $100 for everybody's got an application that's got the comp plan chart, that's got all 4 sprays, a bottle of Swish, and 5 ways of getting started. All that. How many people would I be getting $100 to? Right? Some of you, maybe not.
We got 100.
I am. Right? But the point is, guys, I come into these meetings, are you here to do business?
I am.
Get prepared to do business. Matter of fact, before I get into this, let me talk about this, okay? Every time you sponsor anybody, guys, give them what to do first. You want your business to get some traction? This what to do first sheet here. How many do you have of those with you? Right? Did anybody get sponsored at the meeting today? Anybody sponsor sign up?
Not yet.
Okay. So I'm just telling you guys, anytime, this should be part of your file. Okay, so here's what I tell you to do. Get yourself, I like red, myself. You can do whatever color you want. This is really not the company color. It's the reason I use red. If I ever have to meet somebody in the lobby, I can say, look for the red folder, and they'll see me. But create yourself a folder, and in that folder, put at least 10 to 20 what to do first sheets, okay? So you guys writing this down? Because you're gonna walk out of here and you're not gonna know what to put in your folder, right? So get yourself a folder. In other words, be the business, get in the business, right? This is not Tom's responsibility to give your distributors a what to do first sheet. But I can tell you, you want them to go home with a what to do first sheet. Never sign anybody up that you don't give them one of these on the spot. And make it in nice full color, right? So it looks professional. I mean, this is cheap. Don't cheat your business, guys, so make sure you got this in your folder. Another thing you need to have is the colored, the application with the, where's mine at here? I got some from somebody else, but put an application, and on the back of the application, have all the ways, have the form, the ways of getting started, right? The packages, right? So why would you want that? So if I'm sharing the plan, or maybe we just did a meeting, I hand them out the applications, they can flip over the back if they need to see the different ways of getting started in case they have any questions or want to know what's in them, right? It's on the back of the paperwork that we're gonna give them. So that should be an application with the sponsor enrollment packs on the back, okay? So that's one sheet in there. The what to do first is another sheet, okay? The compensation plan chart, this is the back of the application. Well, here it is right here. So you got that on the front, this on the back. So even if Dan doesn't sign up today, at least if he takes this with him, he can still see what the packs are, right? Right? So if we're doing these meetings time, when we hand out the applications, this is on the back. So in case they can't see the projector or whatnot, they can still, someone can sit down with them and go through the packs and get them signed up, right? Okay? Or if they have to take this home, they can, right? Okay, so that's one of the sheets here. And then these, putting these off your back office, having these in color.
What is it?
This is it can be done as a postcard. But you can, when you go to your back office, right here at the bottom, you can put in your website, you can put in your contact, you can put in your name or text or whatever you want to put there, and just send these to the printer. And it will print with your information on there, right? It's not Tom's responsibility to give Dan a piece of your prospect this so he can go home with it, or, I mean, do you not want people going home with information, right? And so this is the thing, it need to be in color. And so now I've got what to do first if I need that. If I sign him up, I don't give you what to do first if I don't sign him up, but I've got this. I've got my applications and my ways to get started, okay? And I've got the what to do first, and the final piece is the comp plan chart, which I probably have here somewhere, right? The comp plan chart that shows you the different levels, pin levels, right? Rank levels. You're not gonna need that often, but you are gonna need it sometime. So if you have those things, guys, and you should take that every time we have a meeting, every time we go anywhere, guys, okay? I'm just appalled sometimes, and I'm not getting on you guys. I mean, I told Tom this, I worked with a guy in Austin, I walk in to do the meeting for his network marketing prospect, a person that's already making 10 grand a month, and he wants me to recruit him, he walks in with nothing. Not a product, not an application, not anything. I'm like, what if I did that as the representative or as the founder to go help you? What if we both walked in with nothing, so the guy didn't get a sample, because he didn't bring one? If the guy wants to sign an application, he can't do that. If the guy needs to leave with some information about the product, he can't do it. And so the point is, guys, get in the business. You're in the business, let's get serious and get in the business. And understand, this is not too much to ask. That's a couple of dollars worth of stuff that everybody in this room should have with them every time we go anywhere, right? And the final thing is you find a little bag of some kind, or whatever bag you like, and have your product in there, right? So have your product, right? So you got a bottle of Swish. Usually I have one. I always have one that's usually open, so I can pour out some samples. But I also have them that aren't unopened that I can sell. If someone wants to take one, and maybe I want to give someone. He's a top networker, right? And I always have the sprays that are open. I'll have some that for sale. So again, sell. You want products you show, sell, and demo, right? Okay, use, sell, show, and demo. So make sure you have your products, and everybody should be carrying a bag. It's time to get in business, right? So you guys walk in with hardly anything. Like I said, if I on those things I just mentioned, if I gave $100, there's probably only 2 or 3 people in the room that would get that. Or the rest of you in the CIA, are you keeping this a secret? Right? Your prospect walks out the door, they need a little extra encouragement, or they want to know a little bit more about the product, and you don't have anything to give them, right? Okay, so do that, guys. Okay, and every time they give them, please don't make Tom have to give applications to your people or ask you where there's applications at. Okay, this is not, we're beyond that. We've been doing this for weeks, for months now, 2 months now. It's time that we start kind of rising up to this, right? Okay, and take our responsibility. In the network marketing, here's the deal. If it is to be, it's up to me. If it is to be, it's up to me. If it is to be that I'm gonna make 10, 20, 30, $50,000 a month, it's up to me. It's not up to Tom. It's not up to John. It's not up to Jerry. It's not up to Brad. It's up to me. It's up to the person that wants to make that kind of money, right? And so now another thing is, buttons. Tom's got buttons if you want to buy them. And stop asking Tom for buttons. Period. Don't ever ask Tom for another button, right? If you guys want to buy a button, Tom, Rosemary, some of these guys got the buttons. They're $10 for a bot thing. What we've done for you is we give you the first one, but it's not Tom's responsibility to give your prospects tomorrow night buttons. That's your responsibility. If you want your people wearing buttons, then buy 10 pack of buttons for $10. They're $1 a piece. I would encourage you to give the first one when they sign up. When they want a second, third, or fourth, then they buy them. What I would encourage you to do is buy 100 of them, right? And then every time someone signs up, you give them one, and you sell them a pack of 10. you are gonna recruit some people, right? You're probably gonna need some extras in case you lose some, but then when you sign somebody up, give them one, right? Invest $1 in your people. And now she has 10, sign this person up, give them one, they buy 10, and so forth, right? Because the more buttons you get out, the more people are gonna be asking, the more sprays are gonna be sold. I mean, we got 7 million people in the surrounding area, these 8 million people needs to be sprayed, guys. Right, the more people asking us about free CBD spray, and later if I can train you on that if we need to, I don't know if I think most of you get that, but I can give you a little training on that if we have time, okay? Same thing with presentation books, okay? I mean, how many people do you want on the books? How many people do you want sharing the plan? Okay? You know, I don't know, that's, you know, I do a whole leadership training on what's your root number, what's your root number, how many people you got in your business? I call Tom, how many people you got in business? Well, I got 200. I said, no, Tom, how many you got in your business? You know, no, I got 200. No, Tom, how many you got in the business? In the business. And I said, Tom, how many you got doing the business? In other words, how many you got turning the pages and pointing? Because that's how many you got in your business. So his root number is maybe 3. I got 3 people. I got 200 that are in the business. But you know, I always like to say that you know, signing up in network marketing doesn't make you network marketing any more than standing in your garage makes you a car, right? It's because you're in, you got to get involved, right? You got to get involved in the business, okay? And so in evolution, if you never heard this, evolution comes before evolution. You want to evolve to 10,000 a month, right? To 20,000 a month, and to get it, if you want to evolve, you got to get involved. You got involution becomes before evolution. You got to get involved in sharing the plan, turning the pages and point. You know, why would you only want to buy one book? Are you not planning on building a team? Do you not? If I'm going to buy a book, I don't want one book. You know, I want 10, 20, 30, 50 books. How many books you guys got? Like that?
How many right now?
Yeah,
6 in the briefcase.
6 in the. How many you guys publish to start with?
We've gone through about 50.
50? Yeah. So guys, I mean, again, you should have, at any given time as a leader, if you want to be a leader, have to keep 10 books on there. Every time you sign somebody up, sell them a book, right? $10. $10 to be able to share the plan. So they're out here sharing the plan, right? Because you want people sharing the plan, right? And so, I mean, that's like us, guys. I mean, I'm just trying to help you change your mindset, okay? And understand that, you know, some of us have a minimalist mindset. I just want one button. I just want one piece of paper. You won't spend $10, $20, $50 on your business and you wonder why you're not making money. What if we did that? What if we came out with the company with $50,000 of product to start with, or even 100? No, when we started this company, folks, we had $7 million of product the day we opened our door, because we're looking for the future. We're going to do this big, right? So we know, you know what? You know, it's not about we didn't have anybody signed up at that point, but we put $7 million of product because we knew we're going to go sell $7 million, right? If you want 10 people sharing the plan in your downline that starts to make your downline grow, then you're gonna have to need 10 books, right? Okay. So my point is, I'm trying to help you prepare and say, let's get in the business, and please don't do your business on the cheap. Okay. When you do that, guys, I mean, it's a reflection of you. You know, you bring people in, and you don't have a brochure for them, or you don't have even an application for them, or you don't have an extra product to sell them. Guys, what happened? Well, I don't have any products. Well, order some. Duh, right? You know, what are we gonna do when we run out of product, right? You know, Tim, when we run out of Serenity, guess what? You know, well, do you have some product? Well, I don't have any. Tom, you have any? Tom, you have any product for my prospect? What the freak's wrong with you, bro? Are you in business or not? Right? You know, you're gonna call me up and say, Brad, you got any Serenity? I got 20 people who are trying to sign up. We don't have any Serenity. Well, let me go ask Prime My Body if they got any Serenity, right? You know, that's what you guys are doing, right? So, you know, if you run out of product, order some more freaking product, right? You know, aren't you gonna sell it? Aren't you gonna wear your button? Our leaders, guys, people making $10,000 a month, some of them have gone through 15 and gone through 20 pro packs already. Well, why would they want to do that? Because they're making money. If they buy it for $7.50, they sell it for $12.59. Can you do that math? That's a $500 profit. And that's why there's C6s and C5s, is because they're not running out of product and saying, Tom, you got any product? You know, can I get some product for you? You know, folks, when you run out of product, order more. You are in business, okay? Some of us need to understand we got to get a business mindset, right? So I'm not saying you need to carry thousands of dollars of product, but you need to have some, right? You know, if your prospect needs some, they want to buy some. So, in other words, change your mindset. Get yourself prepared to do business, guys, okay? Make sure you got these what to do. That thing keeps going off. make sure you got the what to do first sheets every single time you sponsor somebody. When you get this sheet, folks, we're gonna cover it right now. We're going to do some training here, but when you have this sheet, if I get this to Basha here and she signs up tonight and I give her this sheet, if I never speak to her again, she's got a really good chance of succeeding. If she's got this sheet, she can go right here to the training and hear the training and watch and see the training on her phone or on her computer, and then she can start working through this checklist and know what to do to get started. Okay? Now this little sheet is what I've used for years and years to make millions and millions and millions of dollars, to help others make millions and millions and millions of dollars. This one little sweet checklist. The guy Zealous down there, that network marketing, that guy was the guy that owns that company is a friend of mine. When I met him 26 and a half years ago, or when I met him, he was 26 years old. Let me tell you a quick story about him, okay? Because we used a sheet with him, right? This little sheet here we use with him. I've used it for years, okay? And keep it very simple and duplicatable. The guy that owns that company, he called me up years ago. I'll never forget. I'm in Las Vegas, getting out of my car. As I was getting my car to go to the grocery store, this guy calls me up. He said, "Hey, this is Stephen Thompson." He said, I said, "Yeah, Stephen, how you doing?" He said, "I'm good." He said, "You may not remember me, but you met me, da da da. You know, this is in a previous company." So I sat there and I said, "Yeah, I remember you, Stephen." And so, because I was when I went to Dallas, he came out and met me at that point. And so he said, "Look, Brad," he said, "I really want to do this business. I really want to do this business. I'm serious. I want to do it. I just wanted you to mentor me." You know, and so, you know, again, I said, "Stephen, here's the deal. I'll tell you exactly what I told him." I said, "Stephen, you know, I don't coach effort. That should be a given. Are you willing to work?" He said, "I promise you, I'm willing to work." And I can tell you he was, guys. He wasn't lazy. And I won't, you know, I'm not gonna, you want to get rich or not. Either you want to work or not. Network marketing. This is network marketing. This is not hard. People say network marketing's hard. No, network marketing's not hard. Digging a ditch is hard. Laying a railroad is hard. Carrying shingles up on a roof is hard. What we do is just persistent activity. I said, "Stephen, are you willing to work?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Stephen, you have a white hot desire, a burning desire to succeed. And I don't mean red or orange. I mean, what's the hot, well, you've seen campfires. What's the hottest part of a fire, right? Mm-hmm. It's right at the very base of it where it's white hot." I said, "That's what I'm looking for. You gotta want this, you gotta want it bad." And he said, "I promise you I do it." And I said, "Stephen, are you teachable?" I said, "You teachable. I'm not gonna beg you to build the business. I'm not gonna beg you to build it right." I said, you have to be teachable." He said, "I promise you I'm teachable. Give me the guns, give me the bullets, tell me who to shoot, okay?" This guy's 26 and a half years old. Dr. Dan, he was cleaning swimming pools for a living. He was driving this beat up, ugly old truck with these swimming pool nets and poles out the back of it, driving around to other people's neighborhoods, cleaning swimming pools at 26. Got him going, guys, before his 30th birthday, he's making $120,000 a month. Documented income over $120,000, and before the age of 30, right? Of course, he ended up buying a house in that neighborhood where he used to clean pools. He went and bought a big old house over there, right? And so, but he's the one that owns that company down there, right? When we parted ways years ago, and he owns that Zealous network marketing. By the way, we did try their products and they sucked, so I'm not beat them up. But those were one of the brands that we tried. It did not work, right? And so, but one is folks, just a little duplication of sheet of taking notes. He's one of the best students I've ever worked with in my life. We communicated daily for years, and he's just one example of somebody that says, "Look, I want to make this thing work. I want it bad enough, okay?" And those are the three principles I just gave you that I look for in a person. Someone that's got a really white hot desire, a big need, a big why, someone who's willing to work and is teachable, right? Because those are the things I'm looking at. Everybody says they're teachable, but then they get in a room like this, they never take a note, right? No. So be teachable, have that white hot desire, be willing to work, okay? Now let's talk about this sheet here real quick. On the top of the sheet here, as you see, it's a place for your name. Put your name in there right now. Put your sponsor's name in there real quick. All right. Now, you may say, "I already know who my sponsor is. Why do I want to put that name in there?" Because you may be a Stephen Thompson, or somebody, you may call up Tom, or you may call up me and say, I want you to mentor me. Well, I'm going to ask you to send me this sheet, and I want to know who your sponsor is, okay? So put your sponsor's name in there, put the phone number, put the email, because you may already have that stuff, but if someone above you is going to help you, they may not have that, or they may need to have it for a quick reference, so put that in there, okay? And then what you want to do, I'm going to skip through some of this real quick tonight, simply because this is on the other training. But you wanna fill out the top of this form, okay? And you wanna write down your income goals for your next 30, 60, 90 days, okay? I can tell you folks, if you get clear on this, you'll be amazed at how much more your business grows. If I went around the table and just said rapid fire, tell me what your income goal is in 30 days, 30 days, 30 days, most of us say, I don't know. I don't know, folks. You gotta get, here's what I can tell you. It'd be a wandering generality or a meaningful specific, right? Most of us are just wandering generality, we're just wandering around. Stop that. Make this different. Become a meaningful specific. Get specific about what you want. The Bible puts it this way. It says a man without a vision will perish. And most people in network marketing perish. They don't make a lot of money because they have no goals, they have no dreams, they have no vision. Even in the book Habakkuk 2:2, it said that the man shall write his visions down plain on tablets, right? I don't know about you, but when I read that scripture years ago, a man should write his vision down plain on tablets, I'm like, man, that was written thousands of years ago. And they didn't have ink pens. Or you couldn't type it into a phone, right? I mean, you think about writing it down on tablets where they had those spikes, and you had to. I mean, it was that important that you should write them down back then. How important would it be today, right? And so write your vision, write your goal. What do you want to do here, guys? Okay, and I don't work with people who don't have goals. Okay, I have non-negotiables that people actually work with, okay? They say that I like to say that you coach the masses, you mentor the few. If I'm gonna mentor you, you're gonna have to have some goals. I don't work with people who don't have goals, right? All right, so now the second thing is the dates that you wanna hit the ranks, okay? Now, you can look at that you can see the ranks. Let me bring my glasses up here. What dates do you wanna hit? Here's what you wanna make, and 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Do you want to be at 500, 5,000, 10,000? It's not a person in this room, in my opinion, could be at 10 or 20,000 at least in the next 12 months or more, right? Matter of fact, I'll show you a plan to get that done pretty quickly in a minute. So now, as far as the ranks, this is where you find your ranks. How much do I have to do to get to each rank, okay? Across the top, you can look at C1, C2, all across the top of your sheet. This is the sheet I said that you need to have in your file every time. You're not going to use this very often. If you got a networker that says, hey, how much do I got to get to this level or whatever, then you come down. So this is the ranks across the top, right? It tells you what you're going to get. This is the bonus, the one bonus we covered. I covered last night with the retail bonuses, and these are the other bonuses. These are a couple extra bonuses we have. These are incentive trips. What I got to do to qualify for the cruise? What I got to do to qualify for the leadership trips and all this? It's all there for you guys. Now down here at the bottom, I got to be to qualify for the cruise. You got to be at least a C4 and so forth, a C5. But then down at the bottom it tells you what you have to do for those ranks. You have to have one person, one customer, two people, two customers, and so forth, right? And here's the volume you have to have, right? So as a C5, some of you come in the program as you see as a C5. You look down here, C5, if you had to do that, you bought a C5, a Pro Pack, if you had to do that volume, that's 15,000 in a month. That's why that Pro Pack is a good deal, because you'd have to get qualified for that, you'd have to have 4 customers, you'd have to have 5 people, and you'd have to be 15,000 a month in business volume, and you get that day one when you buy a Pro Pack, right? And so, but this is where I just want to cover this with you, because sometimes you guys call us up and what do I got to get to do to get to C4, C5, C6, okay? And you should be goal oriented, guys. I mean, how many people want to stay at the same pen in the same rank for the next 6 months? Okay, it's time to start moving through some ranks. It's time to start turning some C4s and C5s. And congratulations to Rosemary and Dan over there. They hit C4 last month. You guys see that? And you look at C4. It's just come down here. Look, cool. They got started qualifying for their first month of car bonus. You got to qualify 1 month, verify the next, and so then you start getting that $100 a month, right? Then they get the C5. Look here. Then you start getting $250 in the car bonus. You also start getting $250 in the team commissions and so forth, right? Okay. So getting up the ranks, that's where you make more money. You're doing more volume, so you make more team commissions and all that. But you also start getting into more of the car and transportation, the health care and all that. But how do I get there? What are the ranks? You come down here, you can see that, right? And so you have to know what you're shooting for. Is anybody shooting for a rank this month? Anybody? No, I don't know. So come on, guys.
Second month for car qualification.
So have you qualified C4?
I
You have all your customers and all that. You qualified in month 4 last year, or did you?
last month I was C4.
Oh, yeah, okay. So qualify, and guys, look at know where your ranks are, know what you gotta do here. Just come down here, okay, what do I gotta do to get the car qualified? I gotta hit 5,000 volume, me and my group. It's not just you, it's you and the person you sponsored, they sponsored, all together. And then, but how long are you gonna stay in at C4? It's like, how long are you gonna stay in the third grade? The rest of your life? No, at some point you wanna move to, fourth grade and fifth grade and sixth grade and get on up the ranks, right? And so this is where on the top of that sheet, when it says how long you wanna take to get these ranks. Now, I can tell you that, most people, when you start looking at the C10s and C11s and C12, especially the C12, most people aren't gonna hit that in a year. That's probably 2 or 3, 4 years for most people, right? I'll tell you too, something by the way, if you're hitting C5, okay, C12, even if it takes you 3 or 4 years to get there, if it's all in your lesser leg, like it really probably should be, more likely would be, the minimum you can make as a C12 is $512,000 a month. $512,000 a month. That doesn't count matching launches or anything else. There's a lot more. So really, as a C12, if you're building your business right, even if it took you 3 or 4 years to get there, right, you're probably making $750,000 to $1 million a month, okay, in the program, right? And we plan to have a lot of those. But it's not gonna come without learning and teaching and taking notes and doing some of the things. And you gotta ask yourself, do I want it bad enough, right? Is it willing to print off some stuff and have my stuff with me? Am I gonna keep depending on Tom? Is it worth reordering products when I need products? Or am I gonna keep, you're not going to C12, guys, if you're gonna be leaning, he'll coach you, he'll work with you, so I'm doing it with him, right? But you're not gonna make it to C8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and those are good incomes, guys, okay? So sometimes we have to ask ourselves, what do we think we should have to do to make 10 or 20,000 a month, right? We act like we're not making that in our jobs, but we come in here and we give minimal time, minimal expense, minimal energy, and start thinking differently. Think, how can I do this better? How can I, do I have the stuff I need to go do this? Do I need to buy some extra products, okay? And so, I'm just telling you folks, it is so worth it. It is so worth it, guys. We're gonna build this big. We're gonna have people making that $1 million a month range. We're gonna have many people making hundreds of thousands a month. And I can just tell you, it's worth it. I've lived that lifestyle. I've taught others to do the same thing, and it is just so worth it. But there is some time and energy and effort that's gonna have to be put in. There's some change to be made. Again, my definition of insanity is doing the same thing day after day, week after week, year after year, and expecting different results, right? No, it's not gonna happen. For things to change, you've gotta change. For things to get better, you've gotta get better. If you want your income to get better, if you want 2020 to be better than 2019, this January, folks, what changes have you made already to make your business better this year than last, right? And so we got to look at that. So that's where you find this portion here. This is why you should have this with you all the time. So if someone says, well, Brad, what's it take to get to this level? You got it right there in front of you, right? So you can tell them what it takes, right? And so you don't have to have all this memorized. You just need to have it next to you somewhere where you can get it. I keep it on my phone, keep it on my computer. I usually keep it with me. And again, if it's a networker, I don't give that to everybody. The 2 things your guests should leave with is they should leave with the products, okay, and they should leave with what to do first, right? If they didn't sign up, you can let them leave. It's also a nice idea to let them, even if they've signed up and you put them in the system already, let them leave with their app at that point, because you've got them in the system, they have the packages. But the minimum guys, again, so if they go home undecided, she may look on here and see one little sentence, one little ingredient that says, you know what, I'm gonna do this, right? And now she's in the business, okay? Or she may go home and thinking about the 250 pack. She goes home with this and says, look, this is a better deal. I need to do the 750 pack, because I want to get to this level here, right? And so, but again, help yourself, right? Not only help us help you, help yourself help you, right? Some of you are not even helping yourself because you're trying to depend on Tom or mansy-pansy this, guys. Step up a little bit in leadership. Let's do this, okay? So that's that. Let's go back into, we may refer back to that in a minute. So let's go back to the sheet here. So we're working through this. Be sure, guys, again, if you call me, want me to mention you, one of the first things I'm gonna say is, hey, send me your what to do first sheet. And if that top portion is not filled out, we can't go any further, right? So I wanna know that you got goals, I wanna know that you have plans. Now, if I need to help you with those plans and say, hey, I think this is too low, I think you're shortcutting yourself. I think this is too high, I think you're trying to, you know, we need to back this up. I'll work you with that, but I expect something to be on the sheet, okay? The final one is how many hours a week are you willing to put in? So write that down right now. How many hours a week are you willing to put in to hit those goals? If your goal is to make, you know, 20,000 a month, this is what's important. This is what I'm looking at. If Margarita, if you tell me I want to make 10,000 a month, and then you tell me you only want to put in 2 hours a week, we're gonna have a conversation, right? All right. So I think you've been smoking the stuff with the THC in it. You're not gonna make 10,000 a month working 2 hours a week, right? So you guys have been around, you know. So somewhere that hours and the money have to meet. It's gotta be realistic, right? Now, if you say, look, I only wanna make $500 a month, I only put a couple hours a week, okay, that's fine, right? But I'll also tell you, you're not gonna need me to mentor you to make that, right? But the point is, okay, how many hours a week? Very important, guys, okay? I wanna know what you're planning on working, right? So I wanna know, you know, the Bible says not to be unequally yoked, right? I know how many I'm gonna be working, I know what I'm gonna be doing, but if you're not gonna be doing that, then, you know, you're one I need to coach, not mentor, right? Coach the masses, you mentor the few. And so I will coach you, but I'm not gonna spend a lot of time with you because we're not equally yoked. You're not going the same direction I am, or not in a hurry anyway, so, okay? And so, these are important things. Now, all right, so now let's go to, real quickly here, and you're getting some of this today, all right? So now, here's what you understand, guys. This is a checklist. This is what I love about this. This is just a little checklist that we go through eventually, and the goal is to get all these checked off, right? Now, so you don't have to do this day one. You even have to do this week one. Now, 2 months in the business, you still have some of these not checked off, then Houston, we have a problem, right? You're not serious about the business, right? Or maybe life got in the way, right, Tom? And now I want to do over, right? I want to start back over. Well, and some of you, maybe that's where you're at right now. Maybe you got through the holidays, now you say, look, I'm ready to do a restart, a do over here, right? Okay, we're not going to do what what's his name? We just met Bill Murray. This is not Groundhog Day. We're not doing the same thing. End of Groundhog Day where things end up a little different, right? And so, but the bottom line is, this is just a small little checklist. Now, the first thing you do is watch this training, right? So now you're gonna get this training, but guys, if you've never went and watched that training, you can't check that box off, right? So then you check it off. If you can, go ahead and check it off. If not, we need to get you to watch the training and get it checked off. Now, the next thing is log into your back office and make sure your address is correct. Guys, this is so important. Some of you, again, are just hurting your own business because you're not doing some of this, you're not teaching your people to do this, right? So if I sponsor Linda, I want her to go home with this sheet. First thing tomorrow morning, I want Linda to log into her back office to make sure her address is right. Well, why would I want to do that? So products doesn't go somewhere else, folks. You would not believe the number of products that go to someone else's house, get returned or not get returned, and, well, I didn't get my product. What shows delivered? Well, where is it? Well, look, did your address correct? Oh, no, my address is wrong. Folks, you help yourself. Right? This takes a second to do. Get them immediately, look at the back office, make sure it's set up, right? And all of a sudden, guess what? Linda's now starting to take a little ownership and feel good about her business. Yes, my address is correct. She sets up the profile and all that. So I'm gonna walk you through how to do that. And once you do that, now she can check it off. Now, was either one of these hard to do? To watch that, and to click on that link and watch that, is that hard to do? No. To log into your back office is to check your back office. Now, I'm gonna show you how to do it in just a second. Is that hard to do? No. So we'll just start making a few checks here, guys, okay? And so let me share with you. The second one is, well, let's go into the back office first. So I've got a replicated a demo site here. So let me show you a couple things in the back. It's very critical that you guys take notes here, guys, okay? Now, this is the back office. This is what's gonna happen when they log in, right? Now, go up to the top, see that right up there? And so this, if you need to take, some of you got this, if you need to take notes though, let me know and make sure you find